had to grab me at 30 and hit the deposit up right in my bank account. Fuck as you think about, I be with killers and demons and robbers, though none of us play around. Swear we gon' lay you down. I keep them sleeping on couches and floors to living so good, you think you gon' take me out. Many niggas is stupid, I swear to God. LG, y'all niggas, you know we been ballin'. Don't wanna cause problem, I said he dimes. Let's see who can get to the finish line. Don't waste on my time.
YouTube! It's your boy Cedii, Big Fly Brooklyn guy, aka Cedii Dimes. And we back with another video, man. Back with a new reaction, man. And you know what that means? We are back with another video, gang, man. Look, guys, we're gonna get right into it. We back with Kid Nerd, bro. You feel me? Shout out to Kid Nerd, bro. We're gonna be reacting to London Postcode Wars, the knife gangs take over, bro. You feel me? So basically, I guess I'm gonna be getting a more insight of why y'all using knives and shit, and who beats with who, and how does all this shit started. So we finna get right into it, guys. No bullshit. I'm gonna be. I see there's a lot of other UK Kid Nerd videos, so I'm finna react to all of them shits, bro. You guys don't even need to suggest them. I think I might do one like at least 2 a week. Cause I could, like, he don't got that much video, so I could finish them all in a week. So I'm gonna just do 2 in a week, bro. But we're gonna get right into it, guys. Let's go.
What's up, guys? It's Kid Nerd here, back with another video. And today we're talking about London's knife crime problem. I'm sure my UK viewers know about what's happening in London, but today I'll be going into depth about how serious the problem really is. But before we get into the video, guys, please be sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 20k by the end of the year, and also turn on post notifications for new content coming real soon. Now, when most people from outside the UK think about London, they probably think about royalty and a bunch of old people drinking tea. But this is far from true. London actually has a very big gang problem, fueled by something called postcode beef. Postcodes are literally just areas, and whatever postcode you're from pretty much defines you in London. It's kind of like zip codes if you're American. And in the bigger spectrum, there's something called borough.
It's not. It's honestly not the same thing in America with the zip codes. You feel me? Cause perfect example, right? I used to live in New York. My zip code in New York, when I lived in Flatlands, 11234. You feel me? When I was in Flatbush, 11236. No one was beefing cause, oh no, I'm from 11233. Nah, it wasn't like that. For me, even from here, like living in thing, like we don't. They beef straight off neighborhoods or like what color. Not even neighborhoods. I'm not even gonna say neighborhoods, bro, because some gangs live in the same neighborhoods and they beef with each other, bro. You feel me? So it's more of like what gang you're actually from, bro. You feel me? In Boston, where you feel me, where I'm at in Massachusetts, it's more of neighborhoods though type shit, bro. If you grew up on this block, you're from this block. If you grew up in this project, you're from this project. I know it's kind of the same thing, but I'm just correcting what he said. He said kind of like the zip codes. It's not the same thing, bro. It's not the same thing.
There are 32 boroughs that make up London. And boroughs are essentially just bigger areas which hold up these postcodes. Obviously, there are a few boroughs in London that are not really that affected by knife crime, like Richmond, the Kingston upon Thames, which if you are looking for the stereotypical white rich people drinking tea, you'll probably find that there. But on the other hand, we have boroughs like Newham in East London, which is one of the most impoverished areas in London. Newham has had a long-going postcode war, which has literally divided the borough into 2 sides, north side and south side Newham. North side are built up with the postcodes E15, E13, E7, while south side is built up with E6 and E16. This divide started in 2009 when a boy called Stephen Lewis was stabbed to death outside the party in the borough. Stephen Lewis lived in the E13 postcode, while his killers lived in the E16 postcode. This then left the remaining postcodes in the borough to pretty much pick a side, and the whole borough has been at war ever since. One murder that really ignited this beef recently.
He said, let me just go back.
E13, E7, while Southside is built up with E6 and E16. This divide started in 2000.
Yo, what does the E stand for? At first I thought it meant like east, but I guess not because he said the south side, north side. So what does the E stand for if y'all could put me in tune?
2009, when a boy called Stephen Lewis was stabbed to death outside the party in the borough. Stephen Lewis lived in the E13 postcode, while his killers lived in the E16 postcode. This then left the remaining postcodes in the borough to pretty much pick a side, and the whole borough has been at war ever since. One murder that really ignited this beef recently was a 14-year-old called Corey Davis. A Range Rover circled the park twice in the E7 postcode before aiming a shotgun at a crowd of boys, including Corey. The boys started to run away, but Corey froze up and was shot in the head, while his other friend was shot in the leg. Corey grew up in council houses, which are pretty much houses for low-income families provided by the government. So his family would not have much of a choice on where they would be placed, and more than likely would be in a
that's kind of like Section 8 in the US type shit. Section 8 is for like the low-income families type shit. When you apply for them, like And it's like it takes for like a year for you to even get in type shit because it's a whole big waiting list because a lot of people apply for it. So I know exactly what he's talking about as to comparison to the U.S.
And life crime area, like E7 where he lives. This shooting was a retaliation hit from Southside members after one of their members called Young Diz was shot and stabbed 16 times, but managed to survive. Young Diz actually made a drill song called Kermit after CJ was shot in the head to mock the situation. He also made a very rude verse in the song called Smoky Things, when he said, "They took two of my tunes down, mom kept shedding tears. Somebody tell her, I don't give a fuck that our son ain't here. Ever since the song got dropped, the whole block ain't done shit. And I was laughing when I saw the pic of a mum just bury a kid." Which is quite worrying considering this guy is 23 and he keeps on dissing a dead 14-year-old. Kind of like the Tika situation in Chicago. Young Diz's real name is called Isaac Donker and he's currently serving...
What the fuck? Who the fuck is this?
12 and a half years for kidnapping and torturing a 16-year-old drug dealer after you ran off with...
What the fuck is wrong with him? He's 23. Bro, I'm not dealing with any person, you feel me, with their age ends with teens, bro. You feel me? 19 acceptable, nigga. If you try me, nigga, you might come, 19, you feel me? 18, you might get a slot, nigga. You feel me? 19, you feel me? But 16's OD, he forcing it.
With his drug suppliers. Young Diz filmed the teen on the Snapchat while he was kidnapped with plastic bags over his head and forced him to strip while being badly beaten up. Young Diz would actually recruit a lot of these young people to do a lot of dirty work for him. He would target kids as young as 13 from a nearby borough called Barking and Dagenham and would buy them food and give them money to do criminal activities for him. He even made a set of youngers called YACG, which stands for Anyone Could Go. These teens are mainly from the Barking and Dagenham borough, but they rep the E6 postcode where Young Diz is from. So we even have kids from the outskirts of London that are willing to kill for an area they don't even live in. Deaths like Corey's have now left young teens in each area wanting...
Misguided as fuck, bro. That shit's sad, bro. No bullshit. I hope they stay safe, no bullshit, bro. You feel me? Even the guys out here, man, in US, bro, cause misguided as fuck, bro. The same shit be happening down here too, bro.
...the revenge for their friends that have now died, causing them to get involved in this beef when half of them don't even know how it started. Not only this, but older people in the areas will guilt trip and groom youngers to go and retaliate back for their dead friends. And this really is a never-ending cycle because each death just brings new young people into this feud. Even recently in April, a young NHS worker was stabbed to death in the E16 postcode after being suspected for a member of the Southside Durham gang. So it's even getting to a point where people can't even walk their streets anymore after a certain time. Because if a gang sees them on a ride out, they're stabbing first and asking questions later. You don't even have to be involved at this point. But before we get into all this, let's go back to the origins of gang culture in London. During the 1950s, after World War II, an influx of Jamaican immigrants started to move to the UK in hopes of a better life. They were called the Windrush generation. And this was basically the UK government's plan to help rebuild the UK.
Yo, I know there's a big ass Jamaican community. Is there a big Caribbean community? I know the Jamaican is big in London and you feel me, UK type shit. But are there any Jamaican artists? Like, I haven't. Who have I reacted to that as Jamaican? Like, I want to know, bro.
UK after World War II. This allowed Jamaican immigrants to find work in the UK, but also opened the doors for a lot of Jamaican drug traffickers who found a new market to sell their product. This created a surge in drug users in the UK, and in the 80s, Yardie's gangs were starting to form in major cities in England. These gangs set up something called county lines. County lines are essentially just trafficking drugs into rural and more smaller towns in the UK. So a lot of these gangs that were in London would send members from their gang to start selling drugs in smaller towns in the UK, pretty much just to find new customers. And this still goes on today, and it's a major...
Is that what they call like OT? You know, well, Central C was like, I think when I left 100 pounds, I went OT. You feel me? I know that means they're selling drugs, but is that like what they're referring to?
A major problem, because most of these people that be sent out are kids as young as 11. Older gang members from the area will groom the kids with little bits of money and gifts, which would then be used against them later for favors. Like,
is that what y'all mean by groom? I thought when y'all meant by groom, like there was. Okay, I see what someone said in the comments too. Grooming in the UK means something way different than you think. Okay, that makes sense.
Sending them out to sell drugs. These drug operations started causing frictions, so often there will be many tap for
He cannot dance for shit.
Gangs to
What's he
protect their
doing?
drug lines and their territory. In the 90s, these gangs started to become area-based, and an early example of an area gang would be the Tottenham Mandem, who operated in North London and Tottenham. They had beef with the Hackney Boys, who are based in North East London in the borough of Hackney. That beef was going on for quite some time, but now both gangs have split into many little gangs that now beef each other. The Hackney Boys are completely split and have around 7 different gangs that have been branched out of it, which obviously all beef each other for whatever reason. And the Tottenham Mandem are now split into a few gangs in the Tottenham area, but the main two are OFB and MPK, which some of you have probably heard doing drill music. OFB.
I watched the hour documentary, bro. I was not gonna react, cause I was not sure if you guys were gonna watch the full hour with me, bro. But that shit put me on. I know about the top man gang mandem shit, bro. You feel me?
From the Broadwater Farm Estate in Tottenham, and MPK are from the Northumberland Park, which is literally 5 minutes away from each other.
OFB
and MPK have had a very on and off relationship, but even recently they used to be heavily linked. This all changed due to a murder case of a rival gang member from Wood Green called K1. The OFB and MPK gang rid out in broad daylight with their bicycles to their rival's area outside the cinema complex in the full sight of civilians and stabbed and shot K1 dead in front of the crowds. Here's a little footage of the carnage that happened. After this, 4 MPK members and 1 OFB member was arrested.
Free SJ!
The OFB member was actually an up-and-coming drill rapper called SJ, and just before he got sentenced...
I know what happened next, guys. Let me put y'all on. So SJ, I think he was the only one that got arrested, and the other 4 members, well, he's the only one from OFB, and the other 4 members were from NPK. You feel me? And I guess, you know, there's a little chatter of this boy snitch, this boy snitch. So they all fought, in the courtroom. Some stupid dumb nigga came from the way y'all courtrooms are set up, nigga. I guess like the people could watch from up top, but somebody came up top and he was wilding out too, and he told the judge, "I'll fucking end you. I'll fucking kill you." You feel me? So I know I'm right. Right?
He was really starting to show some traction, with co-signs from Drake and over 10 million views on this song, which is very rare from a new drill artist. It turned out that one of the MPK members actually snitched on the rest of the members, and they were all sentenced to life in prison. Which is even sadder when you find out all these people that were sentenced were under the age of 18, with the exception of 1. This situation turned into many sneak disses from OFB and MPK members on social media and drill songs. It was basically a game of who snitched. MPK was saying OFB snitched and OFB was saying MPK snitched. This all heated up when 2 OFB members got stabbed by MPK members in a barbershop in Tottenham. MPK members are quick to hit social media and rocking the situation, especially due to 1 OFB member hiding in the toilet and leaving his 2 other members to get stabbed. And just like that, a new beef has now started in London. Now this
I don't like it. I can't say I don't like hearing that, because I understand you gotta protect yourself at the end of the day. But it's like, bro, there's 3, what he say, like 3-on-3 basically? Why the fuck you gonna leave your 2 other mans basically just to get jumped, bro? Like,
situation has turned physical. OFB can't just try and bless it with the MPK members, because now they'll be seen as victims and not serious. And this whole gang life is literally just about image and integrity. That's literally all it is. If you want an accurate outlook on London's street life, listen to Lowski's song called Life So Deep. It literally explains how the gang life seems all good until stuff gets real. And Lowski's gang, Harlem Spartans in South London, are a good example of how gang life can go 0 to 100 so quickly. In 2016 and 17, Harlem Spartans were having the years of their life. They dropped tunes like Kenner and Where It Started, which is now on 16 million views, which is very rare for a UK drill song. Not only this, but they were actually...
Yo, I heard about them Harlem Spartans dudes, bro. I got tap in with them, bro. You feel me? Send me some reactions. I could do them tomorrow. And I know they got a documentary too. I'm gonna tap in. Who their bigger artists is and who they... Damn, I forgot who... Someone told me who they beef with and who they aligned with. Y'all just tell me in the comments again.
doing drills. They were really doing what they were rapping about and causing quite a storm to the ops. She was in Brixton, South London. They were also making money in the trap, serious money, and like most gangs in London were involved in county line operations. Now obviously with all this attention they're drumming up, the feds were starting to clock onto them. These times Harlem Spartans were doing numbers on YouTube. Lowski, who pretty much set the platform for the group with his songs DJ Khaled and Hazards, was in jail for some gun charges. Oh yeah, and if you didn't know, guns are illegal in England, and possession of a firearm could get you a max sentence of 14 years. This makes guns quite scarce in England, and most guns you will find will probably be very very rusty guns from World War II, or shotguns which farmers are permitted to own. That's the reason why knives are a more popular choice of weapon. But can you imagine if guns were legal in London? I think it would definitely be one of the most dangerous places in the world. I just want everyone to really just think about how tapped you have to be to stab someone 20 to 30 times. Like, I really do think it's a mental illness, but it's so normalised in London. So after Lowski, the next member of the rap group to go down was TG Million. He was arrested shortly after releasing the hit song Call Me a Spartan, which is on around 10 million views right now. TG Million was sentenced to 12 years for stabbing a rival gang member after a high-speed chase in his ops block. He is seen freestyling officers on his Instagram talking about how much damage he's done to the ops. But the gang life doesn't just stay on the streets of London. They follow you to prison as well. There's a video of rival gang members, including drill rapper Burner from Clapham Junction, absolutely destroying TG Million in prison. Like, I won't show the video because it is quite graphic, but you can easily find it online. And you almost can't even recognise him in the video. That's how badly damaged he was. And it's tough because most of these gang members end up in jail with their ops. There's literally no escape on road or in jail. And most people go to jail and leave with more beef than they came in with. We even see link-ups with different gangs in jail. Like the North London gang Wood Green linked up with the East London gang ACG in jail. And now they have inherited their beef inside and outside jail. Honestly, I don't even know how these gang members keep up with the beef they have. Like, it seems like some of these gang members in the areas are just beefing half of London, which is just stupid. But anyway, back to Harlem Spartans. In 2017, shortly after releasing their most popular track, Can Know Where It Started, their two most popular rappers, Blanco and Mizzo Mac, was arrested in a cab while riding on their ops with a samurai sword in their Spartans. In 2017, shortly after releasing their most popular track, Can Know Where It Started, their two most popular rappers.
Son got arrested, nigga, in the middle of doing his hair, nigga. What the fuck happened to this kid's hair, bro? Nigga said, fuck it, nigga. I'm gonna go to jail tonight, nigga. Fuck it, nigga. You feel me? Nigga, fuck it. No, the cop said, fuck it, nigga. You're going to jail tonight. Fuck your hair, nigga.
Because Blanco and Mizzo Mac was arrested in the cab while riding on their ops with a samurai sword in the gun.
Hey,
they got 3 and 6 years, but are both out now because in UK prisons you normally do half the time you're served for good behaviour and just to clear out the prisons quicker. But this put the group on hold for a bit musically, but the beef was still popping as ever. In 2018, it all really started kicking off, and in May, Harlem Spartans affiliate GB was shot dead while playing football in the park. He was only 17 years old and was from a group called Moscow 17. These guys are literally from an estate 7 minutes away.
Oh, Moscow 17. Where do they? No, they beef with Zone 2, right? They beef with Zone 2? Am I right or wrong? I think they beef with Zone 2.
From the Harlem Spartans block. Harlem Spartans in Moscow were still grieving the loss when 2 of their members were riding out on their ops block for revenge. A Harlem Spartans member called SA spotted some rivals in the car and drove up close and aimed his gun at them. The gun jammed while trying to shoot and he was stabbed in the chest and died on the scene. He was then pushed off the peg by the Moscow member and left to die. 3 months after this, Moscow 17's leader was stabbed to death in the same location where the other member GB died, which is even more ironic because Incognito was there when GB died. And rival gang members even said the bullet was meant for Incognito, it wasn't even meant for GB. Just before he got murdered, Incognito actually beat a murder charge. He was arrested for the murder of a Zone 2 affiliate called ABS. Zone 2 are their main ops, and Incognito raps about the murder charge. The murder of a Zone 2 affiliate called ABS. Zone 2 murdered, Incognito actually beat a murder charge. He was arrested for the murder of a Zone 2 affiliate called ABS. Zone 2 are...
Wait, so he got falsely accused of like, is it, he got falsely accused of killing his friends type shit? But he beat it? Did he actually do it? This nigga was Melly before Melly, nigga.
Their main ops. And Incognito raps about the murder charge in a song called Blessed. So now Harlem and Moscow just lost 3 members in full mount, and they were really starting to get mocked by the ops heavily. And even fans were starting to comment on Harlem Spartans members pretty much saying ride for your dead friends. But the thing is, all these fans think they know about what's going on in the street from drill pages and songs, but you really don't. Not even the slightest. They even think all these deaths and stabbings are just fun and games. But don't...
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. You feel me? The only reason I be like entertaining, like, you know, like you guys are saying like this and that, because you guys are from the UK, so you guys do know way more than me, but I also do see other people like, yo, don't listen to the fan. Like, people hit me up on IG, like, they DM me personally, like, yo, don't listen to too much of what's being said in the comments, because they really don't know anything that's going on. I have people on my IG hitting me up, like, that's really, like, tell me, like, they got stabbed and shit, bro, like, that they know what's really going on type shit, bro, you feel me? I'm not saying this person is right or wrong type shit, but this is like, what he is saying is right. Some people do make fun of, you know, of people dying and shit. You know, people start thinking they part of the gangs, like, for real, like, you feel me, bro? It just, like, relax, bro. You feel me? I know I be joking around saying, yo, I'm active gang, da-da-da. I know I'm not active gang, bro. I am the biggest LGR, bro. You feel me? So I just support who I support and shit. Of course, I don't want to hear people dying and shit. I be shocked when I be hearing that, bro. But, like, you know what I mean? If you are trying to be in the streets and shit, go get some bread, bro. Getting money is gonna take you way further in life than trying to be a murderer, bro.
Don't really understand that mums are crying and lives are ruined from all this. The Harlem Spartans are going on an absolute rampage after this. Harlem rapper G Smarkle raided on his ops block on Halloween and shot a rival in the head. He was then sentenced to 21 years in prison. Another member called Jug was jailed for 10 years after stabbing a 30-year-old man in the head, leaving permanent brain damage. Harlem run another ride out to the ops block when members GG and Scratcher were caught and arrested and sentenced to 10 to 5 years for possession of a firearm with intent to cause danger. Things got worse and worse when their most popular rapper Lowski was caught with a firearm in the cab and was arrested for possession of it. This left the rapper Biz to be the only one to hold it down for the group, but he was stabbed to death on December 6th last year. And it's even sadder that before Biz died, he wanted to turn his life around and turn legit after he beat some charges early in the year. But there's so many examples of people who joined the London gang life and tried to leave, but failed. A great example of this is an ex-MPK member called Kobe.
Yo, before I start, I think I did a Lowski, he did a song with Suspect. I reacted to it, them niggas blocked it, bro. I know y'all would have loved that shit. Me and Ab, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna put a clip. If I still have it in my phone, I'm gonna put a clip, bro. Like, bro, that shit was bussin', bro. I'm tight, bro. Like, they really took that shit down, bro. No cap. If y'all know a way for me to, like, get me back up, like, put that shit back up, help me, bro, because I was tight.
MPK is the gang that I mentioned earlier who had beef with OFB. But Kobe started to change his life around and even started to be an advocate for helping people get out of knife crime. He was stabbed to death by MPK rivals, even though he left that whole life behind him. So there really is no escape unless you move to the other side of the country. But even then, you could get caught by county land trappers from London. But these are just a few examples of gangs in London. Now, London knife crime has escalated a lot since 2015, and everyone is stuck wondering why. Is it the community centres closing down? Is it gentrification, which is making London so unaffordable for low-income families? Or is it the rate of stop and searches going down around London? Now, my opinion on the matter is someone who's seen the first-hand effects of knife crime. And as I said before, this is my personal opinion, and I think it's drill music. There was a clear trend of when drill music started to take off in 2015, to when knife crime really started to increase. Like, these drill songs are literally glorifying stabbing and shooting people, and making it seem like some sort of game with points for killing ops, and jokes about smoking on dead ops. And for an outsider looking in on these drill songs, like, it looks kind of lit. We're now even seeing increasing numbers of knife crimes outside of London, which previously didn't have.
You know why it's like that, bro? People love negativity, bro. Like, for real, like, the only, like, it's hard for, well, like, damn, I don't know how to explain it for me, bro. It's like, I'll put it like this. It's like I'm 1 foot out and 1 foot in the streets, but I'm not on nothing type shit, bro. You feel? I'm not looking to kill nobody, but if something goes on in the streets, I most likely be one of the first people to know type shit, because the people, you feel me, I'm surrounded by. If y'all understand what I'm saying, like, if something, God forbid, like, you feel me, like, I can't be around certain friends, because, you know, that might implicate me thinking like, yo, I'm part of that gang type shit. But those are my guys, like, I still ride for them type shit. But it's like, they also tell me, yo, like, you can't be around, bro, you feel me? Cause, so it's like, that drill shit is not cool, bro. I see my friends don't want to be in the life they live in type shit, bro. You feel me? And drill shit, to be honest, is all entertainment, bro. Most niggas be lying anyways type shit, bro, or exaggerating, so don't think the shit is cool, bro. It really ain't, bro. The streets really ain't it at all, bro.
Any type of high numbers in crime. Because it looks cool, all these drill rappers talking about how much money they're making in trapping, and all these girls that they're getting, while dancing around, stabbing their ops. And this actually gets to younger people's heads, like, the life actually looks appealing. But what most of these drill rappers don't tell you about is how they can't walk around the streets or go certain places without the chance of being killed. They don't tell you about the police coming to their mum's house every week because they're a non-gang member. They don't tell you about all the friends they have that are doing life for murders. And they most definitely don't tell you about them living in poverty.
Pretty cool.
But guys, let me know what you guys think about why this has happened, why knife crime is going up so much recently. But guys, it's been your boy Kid Nerd, and peace out.
Hey man, I'm not from the UK, but I could definitely tell you that probably why the freaking knife crime is going up, because guns are illegal. You feel me? I think it's just that simple, bro. No bullshit. If guns were not illegal, I'm pretty sure there would be more, like, you feel, like, if guns were illegal in the US, people still be dying because beef is still be a thing, bro. I don't think taking away guns is gonna do anything, bro. It's like when beef starts, bro, when blood is shed, it's never gonna end unless niggas is OD mature. Like, you feel me, niggas get older and shit. That's when beef start, and then trickles down to the young generation, bro. Like, it just don't stop, bro. You feel me, bro? I wish all beef could end, bro. You feel me? One love type shit. I'm heavy on that, bro. You feel me? I don't like say fuck this group, da 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 da. You feel me? I think I'm too mature for that shit. Ain't nobody ever did nothing to me. Nobody did nothing to my gods, bro. You feel me? God forbid it stays that way. But I'm pretty sure if someone did something to me, it would be a, you know. I'm not gonna just be sitting here and be like, oh my God, she hit me. I'm not gonna do nothing. No, you feel me? But like that's not what I'm saying. But it's like I've been in the good path. I want to stay in the good path type shit, bro. You feel me? Everybody got their dirty laundry and shit. But if you could wash and make them clean, nigga, everything is smooth, bro. You feel me? I hope y'all like this reaction, man. I hope you like the information I gave y'all too about the US and shit. If y'all want me to talk about anything US, I do topic times too, bro. Before I was doing YouTube, reaction shits, I was doing topic times, I was doing pranks. So if y'all want me to do a topic time, just like strictly about like what's going on in the US, I'll do it, bro. Like I do car topic times with the guys, you know, Smokey and them. We be smoking in the car and shit, talking about what we gotta talk about. So you know, man, we out of here on gangy.